Hello everyone, my name is Atul Kumar Singh. Today we are going to solve LeetCode problem number 283 and its title is Move Zeros. So what is this problem is saying? Given an integer array nums, move all zeros to the end of the array while maintaining the relative order of non-zero elements that you must do in place. Which you have to do in place without making a copy of the array. For example, we check the example, we have a nums array containing the elements. We have zeros with non-zeros element and all the zeros are not needed. We have this problem, we have to move all the zeros to the end. Means all the non-zeros element to the left side and add all the zeros element to the right side. Means short, we have to move all zeros to the end. So this is simple. Uh, we will move all the non-zeros element to the left hand side and the remaining zeros up, up to here we will move all the elements non-zero element to the left hand side and remaining all the zeros to the right hand side. So to solve this, we will declare a variable j with 0. I will let you know why I have declared this. And another variable, it's not required, but I am declaring for simplicity, which will take the size of this vector. Simply, we will run a loop and iterate all the elements of the vector, and we will check if it is a non-zero element, then move it to the 0th index. If it is again a non-zero element, move it to the 0th index. So, and for each element, we will increase the j's count. Means j is giving the element up to which the non-zero element have existed, and for remaining elements we will place the zeros. So in this loop we are placing all non-zero element to left hand side. So we'll iterate through each element of the vector. I equal 0, I is less than n, and I plus plus. So if we will check if it is a non-zero element, then place it at the 0 index. So if nums of I is not equal to 0, means it's a non-zero element, then simply place it in the 0 index. Why I have written j plus plus? So currently j is 0. J plus 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 in the correct line we will get nums of 0. So put at 0th index, put the non-zero element. So j is incremented to 1. So it will benefit for the next iteration. Next iteration, it will give nums of j. J that will be 1. So it will for next iteration it will place the next element with next non-zero element to the first index. So this is the benefit of num j plus plus. That's why I have introduced a variable j and initialize with 0. So we have put all the element to all the non-zero element to the left hand side. For example, we have three non-zero elements to up to 2 index we have placed it, and num so remaining element we will place with 0. Placing zeros for the remaining elements. So we'll simply run a while loop. If j is less than n, then simply place the 0. Then place the nums of j, place the 0, and increment the j count. So it will place the 0, it will place 0 for the remaining elements. So we'll check it's working fine or not. It's working with submit. Yeah, it's submitted. So what is space and time complexity? So the first loop is running for big O of n. We might assume for the worst case, and the second loop is also running for big O of n. So big O of n plus big O of n, we will get big O of n. So the time complexity is currently big O of n. So it's not consuming any extra space. So the space complexity is currently big O of 1. So and we have not used any copy of array. So condition satisfied, it is accepted. Thanks for watching this video.